What up, guys? Whoop, 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 whoop. Yo, it's fucking Homeboi Flicks. Oh, my right nut's not here tonight. My right nut's actually with his chick, nutting. No, you know what? No, my homie, he's got a romantic weekend with his lady. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't make it tonight. He may pop in here. Who knows? He's probably, he might be in the bed, might want to get on and say hi. But that's okay. It's all love. Like I said, I told my boy, I was like, look, I can run the show. It's all good. You know what I mean? It's all love. But guys, look, it doesn't matter if it's 420. There's somewhere out there in the fucking world, like it's 9:07 right now, and I feel like disrespectful because I haven't had a bowl in like probably an hour, no, 2 hours. That's a little disrespectful. So I need to load up here on some cream puff. But guys, we got a fucking dope ass guest tonight, and I'm gonna say this right now, like I would have like waited all night for this guest, to be honest. Like, to me, this is a legend, guys. We're gonna be witnessing right here. This is a homie right here, fucking super dope artist. I want to bring you the one, the only, Gflooff.
What's up, man?
What's up, bro?
Good to see y'all. Anyone listening, anyone watching, hanging out in the garage.
We got Lady right here watching with us, hanging with us.
Dude, I love that you had the South Park intro, man, just because I usually wear a sleeve on my arm because I tear up my arm from all the sweat, and I couldn't find it, so I cut up my sock, and it was the Stan sock that I've been wearing on my arm today.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah.
It was it was perfect. It was meant to be today.
Well, just so you know, bro, I mean, I normally say this towards the end of the show, but I'm just going to tell you, since you're bringing that up, you are going to get your own custom South Park shirt with your avatar on it, bro. So I'm going to be sending that to you. Yeah, so you're going to have that shit like as a shirt. So that'll be yours. So
yeah, I'll rock that, man, on stage.
Dude, it's a fucking lit, dude. I was like, I know, because my homie, like, we designed it and just like, just like walking out. I love the intros. That's what we do with all of our guests. So
yeah, rip it. I would say I would join you in the bong hit, but I can't. I don't have a bong. I'm lame like that. So I'll chug my coffee while you hold that.
All good, bro. Dude, that Jay looks sick.
Dude, bongs hit me too hard, man. Like I smoke a ton of weed, but I can't hit a bong or a bowl. That's where I'm like a weakling. Put in a spliff though.
I mean, yeah, dude, bongs they're hardcore for sure. They're like on another level. It's like that, like
machine. They take me back to college when I was in like I was in a frat party that I somehow ended up in the attic of, and I was sitting on a beanbag chair. They were passing around the gas masks, right? And like, dude, I've never had a gas mask or a bong at that point. Yeah. So it's like I was so choked out, I couldn't breathe, and then like I couldn't get out of the beanbag chair for like a good half hour, man. I was just stuck. Eventually, I just rolled out of the beanbag chair, and then I think that night I was so pissed off that I wasted my my party being wasted and stoned that I stole a kangaroo magnet from the refrigerator, and like I still have the kangaroo magnet. It's like a totem that I'm sure that was probably like someone's like, man, fuck, man, my mom gave me that when she went to Australia. Now it's gone, guys. I knew I shouldn't have put it out on the public refrigerator. But
yeah, dude, fucking bongs are crazy, dude. I mean, gas masks, dude, that's like on another level. Dude, remember gravity bongs? Did you ever hit gravity bongs?
Way too many times when I was trying to conserve the weed back then, man. I've smoked out of a like the worst, like just straight tinfoil wrapped into a bowl. Like camping out, some dude was hosting a festival where they were a day earlier, and he was just like smoke out of this. I was young. I didn't know what I was doing. And they're like, you shouldn't smoke out of aluminum. Yeah, it still worked. We were high enough, and we caught a fish with a stick and a wire. Dude, it was wild, wild, man.
Oh man,
So
dude,
like, if I just had that overalls, it'd be a perfect little like scenery. Those old movies.
dude, I've had the one where you fucking smoke out of a tin can, dude. Like
I
a
haven't tried like I want to try like a peach or a kiwi. Like I think a kiwi would be interesting, but might be a little too juicy.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's the classic apples always work. That like never fails. Like you could be anywhere. I don't care where you are. Like you could. It was so funny because great example of it was like my dad's friend. This is a long while ago. I was like 19, and my dad's friend. He was like very rich at this point. He got rid of the yacht. He had a private yacht, and we were literally on in the Bahamas, and we went to this island, and I was able to score some weed, and I made friends with like this. She was the cook on the yacht, and she was Jamaican, and it was so funny. She was all excited that I got the weed, but then she was like, "Well, how are we gonna smoke it?" And I said, "You." I was like, we got apples at the boat, right?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, we got a pen, right?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, so I was like, "You never smoked out of an apple?" She's like, "No, what the hell?" Like she thought I was like crazy, and I like literally showed her, dude. Like I showed her how to do it, and it was so funny. She's all ripping it. She didn't even like realize you could like rip
Dude,
it.
probably changed her life. She probably just started buying apples for that product. Like, that's so delicious. Like,
That was the best. Like you could just literally like you could just like take a bite of it and just move on with it. Oh, well, look at it, who we have here. World Film Productions. Yo, homies. That's right, Nut, right there. He's like, he doesn't want to get on camera. I see, bro. Must be naked. It's probably why you don't want to get on camera.
it's
I
the
got it.
perfect time to be on camera. You want
That's
some
what I'm saying.
controversy, you got to have a little nudity.
At least like have like your face right here. Just, I mean, dude, we got our pubic hairs on fucking on our videos. Check out Vegan Bruce Jenner. Like we got some crazy movies on our YouTube channel. We're fucking nuts, dude. We're all over the place. I'll get on in a bit. Listen to this guy. Listen to this guy. Listen to this guy. That sounds all good, you
We
know.
can we can wait for him, man. We can wait for the
No,
king.
that's my fucking right nut right there, bro. Hell yeah, bro. He do whatever he wants. That's mad love. That's mad love, bro. Hey, mad love, dude. I hope you're having fun out there, man. I hope you're having a good time out there. He's bro, where are you? Joshua Tree. He's out there in Joshua Tree, man. Have you been to Joshua Tree before?
Joshua Tree.
In
No,
California?
no, it kind of sounds like a Joshua Tree. Honestly, kind of sounds like a place where I don't think it's like, I've been watching that like How to Become a Cult Leader satire thing recently. Kind of
Uh,
makes me feel like it's one of those like complexes. It's like, oh yeah, we're heading over to Joshua Tree.
yeah.
Like it's a whole farm where like 30 people only are there. You know, they all have sheep heads. They're all named Joshua. And, like they worship the tree in the back. It's just one tree growing apples, and that's what they use to smoke all the weed they grow on the farm with.
Yo, that would be lit as fuck. Dude, they no, it's actually like you would love it out there. Like I want to take my girl out there. Like Luke had the right idea. He took his girl out there. They got like like a little private house, and then it's like just mountains and like out in the middle of nowhere, just like quiet. Like you could do your thing, and like it's fucking cool. Like that to me is rad. Like you just get lost out there
Yeah,
type of
dude,
shit.
I've come to appreciate just being outside, away from people.
Yeah.
Like I love cities. I love Baltimore. I still love Annapolis. But for one, I fuck man, dude, just like the smallest apartment in Annapolis is like $1 million. That's not gonna happen anyway. So, but I mean, like, fuck. I just part of me kind of wants to just get a place down south in the Carolinas, like pay 800 a month for rent or something stupid for like a ridiculous plot of land. Like,
Right?
ah, I just 30 minutes, no neighbors each side. You could shoot guns in your backyard at your trash can that you're burning.
True.
Like, oh man, it's just a different vibe.
Yeah.
Downside is when you want to go do something. Cities are great for that.
Yeah, it's like you have to drive out pretty far. It's kind of
But
like
yeah,
give and take type
I've
of
never
type.
been to Cali, so it's actually I'm
Oh,
hoping to make it out there within. God, I gotta make it out there within 5 years, and that's
you will.
apparently me and a couple people have been joking that there's going to be a party in Vegas in 3 years. So I gotta at least make it to Vegas in 3 years.
Yeah.
I've been to Austin, Texas, and that's about as far west I've been. I've been farther out of the country than I've been west of the country. So
Where have you gone farther out of the country?
I've been down through Cozumel, went through Belize, seen the Grand
Wow.
Caymans. Um, Dude, we got really fucked one time. We were supposed to go on a tour through the British Islands down there, like what do they call it? I guess they're the British Islands. God, man, we met this dude through another band who went down there, and all the stories they told us was just like, don't. He's nuts, man. He's wild. He parties all the time. He's gonna make you do bumps. And I was like, I don't want to. He's like, doesn't matter. If you're crashing with him, you're gonna do a bump. And I was like, all right, well, let's just hope this guy can like pick us up at the airport, because I've heard stories where like we were sitting at the airport for like 3 hours, man. The guy was calling us. He was saying like, oh, dude, I woke up on this boat that I stole last night in the party, so I got to get the boat back, and I'll meet you at the airport. Totally forgot you were flying in. I was like, so that's the type of guy we were dealing with. And he canceled us on us right as we got towards Florida, right through Georgia. And he was like, yeah, my life's falling apart. This guy passed away. This is happening. I owe this debt. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to house y'all. And we are like, oh, shit, man. We were halfway through a tour. We had like shows on the way back, coming back from that, like a week later from then. We were going to run out of money. Luckily, honestly, I think it saved us because they ended up having a massive earthquake over in like Puerto Rico. And we were supposed to be laid over in Puerto Rico to get onto another plane to go there. So we would have been fucked regardless. But just wild. I kind of wanted to meet that guy because anyone who wakes up after a party of stealing a boat and then it's like he wakes up on the boat and needs to get it back to the owner before going to pick up the people that were supposed to show up. I kind of needed to party with him at least once. I
Yeah.
feel like he's just, I'm getting too old now. Like 5 years from now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to party that hard. So, it's having a 2-year-old already kind of drains that energy out of you. The last of your 20s start to finally drain out of you.
So you're in your, how old are you?
I'm 32, so I'm still young 30s,
Gotcha.
working my way up there.
Yeah, I'll be 37 in October. So
I
yeah.
really thought you were honestly like around my age, like 30, maybe probably 29.
No, thanks, bro. No, bro. I don't have a kid yet, though. Me and my girl, we want to have kids. We do, but we're just trying to get our shit together right now. Just get things rolling, get our finances right. You know what I'm saying? Like, not like we're trying to get like super rich before kids, but we just want to,
Yeah,
her and
no,
I we want to go on vacation a little bit. We want to travel, her and I. Like, we haven't traveled as much. We'd like to, not like a whole lot, but just go on some, nice vacations alone before, that's that next process. Cause, like you just said, like, it's work, dude. You can't just, deny that
it,
it's
it literally becomes a dedication. Like, I mean, it's odd because my bass player is just going through a situation where it's not really a situation. It's just his daughter's in
right.
college. She just got back from Colorado. He got to spend like one more night at the beach up there at his campsite with her. And then she flew back to Colorado. And it's like, he was just sad talking about how much, you dedicate your life to them, like every waking moment, all the time that you're like just exhausted, but like all the loving moments and the things that just spur that just crazy emotion in you. And then they just kind of go on and be their own person and kind of walk out of your life. Almost like that, oh, they don't need their dad anymore. Idea. It's honestly, it's why I haven't watched the Goofy movie again. Like I got it on the shelf, but I don't want to see it from Goofy's point of view. Like I don't, I feel like I'm gonna get sad And
Yeah, dude. I know. I
I
know
mean,
that.
she's only 2, but it's
I know.
God, man. Those 2 years have gone quick.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I can imagine. Like it's just my mom. I was very lucky. Like I really good parents. Too. Like my mom, she always liked to support me on anything and just being there for me. And but as I got old, like as I'm older, like I still talk to them all the time. Yeah, I still try to call my parents every day. They're in Arizona, but still try to keep a good, connection with them. Still talk to them, and that's the, I'm actually gonna see them this month, so it'll be nice. Um, but there's some people that don't get to see their parents until like every other year. Like a whole year they don't get to see them. So
That's why I'm glad that I'm close, man. Just because I just think I get my party side from my mom, so I was like I do like God, I love my parents. They're very supportive, so they've helped me pretty much along this whole path in music. Without them, I probably wouldn't have gotten my first guitar. So
yeah,
you know, it's just God, man. I definitely get my party side from my mom, man. She goes out. She still goes out to karaoke and like does shots of Jack Daniels and like belt out old country tunes and shit. So I still remember being done a gig and getting a call like, "Oh, your mom's trashed at this bar. It's nighttime. It's raining. I'm not gonna go pick her up. Can you pick her up?" And I'd be like, "Ah, sorry guys, I gotta leave. Gotta pick up the party animal." And so I'd have to like leave the show after. Like I couldn't hang out because I had to go hang out with my mom because she was partying also.
gotcha.
Wild times, man.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, like I know it's just when I know like the kids, man. It's like that whole takeover experience when you're you know
It's definitely shifted me from being in like I felt like I could never stay in. Like I always had to go out every single night. Like if I didn't go out, I felt like I was like it's the same reason why I hate going to sleep. Like I kind of feel like I'm missing out on life. Something's happening, I'm not there to experience it. And if I'm not there to experience it, I don't exist. It was such a weird like mindset, but it caused me to go out every single night and I would be out till like 2 or 3 in the morning, maybe sometimes 4. Sometimes I wouldn't even come home. I wouldn't even come back. Like in my early 20s, I'd just like show up 2 days later, just like, oh, I crashed at this random person's house that I didn't know. And it's just so, nah, it's just, it's nice actually being able to just stay in and just sometimes just Twitter honestly has helped a lot. Be having Twitter spaces, dude, just being able to hang out with a bunch of people that like to talk crypto because
right.
yeah, God, I don't know if you have people in real life that you could talk crypto to, but I can't. No one in my band except my drummer tolerates me when I talk crypto. Everyone else just tunes me out. And it's like
Yeah,
you start seeing that body language of like, oh, fuck, man, just shut up. Like,
right. No, I want
so
no, that's true, bro. No, I want to tell some people, new people start showing up. Hey guys, Luke is here, right nuts here. He's just with his girl right now in Joshua Tree. So he probably will come on. He said he was gonna try to stop by for a little bit, but if he doesn't, all good. He's just with his lady. So I told him whatever he wants to do. If he wants to come on, cool. If he can, all good. Like so we're just vibing with the homie right now. Just hearing him do his thing, talk about what he's doing. No, bro, I wanna hear about like Troll Tribe, bro.
yeah, man, it's a band that I honestly didn't expect to happen. I was on my way out of playing music, and this it was stupid. And looking back, it's just young, dumb drama stuff that you're just like, ah, I'm fucking like for flipping the table. I'm done with it all. And spiders, dude, what the fuck, dude? That's a fast one. Holy shit.
Woo!
Sorry. There's fucking wolf spiders out here in the garage, man.
Snap.
But yeah, no, it was I was dating this chick. She cheated on me, which is fine. You can get over it. But it was with the drummer of the band I was in at the time. So it was like a double-edged sword. It just really felt fucked up. I was not getting enjoyment from playing music out really as much as I used
Oh
to. And I went to one more open mic. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go out, have dinner. This is right around the corner. And I just it was a random place in Pasadena, Maryland, just a bumfuck bar, and randomly there was a business meeting happening, like a business group meeting of people that like sign up and they talk and mingle with each other. And there was a guy in that meeting who I was supposed to meet a year prior. Like we had a common acquaintance that we had both known. She saw me playing open mic, was like, I got a guy I need, and we never met. She said the same to him, like, you need to meet this kid, like you need to play with him and jam with him, and just never put it together. And then a year later, we all, even with our acquaintance, we all were at the same bar on that same night. And that was like, when I look back, that's like number one. Like that's the one moment in life was like, this is what you're gonna end up doing for your life.
Mm.
And he had to like beg me, man, like because I did not want to play. After he like watched me did my set, he's like, just jam with me once. And eventually my mom like was with me because she came out that night and she was like, just say yes and jam with them. I was like, all right. And then from then on the flame was reignited. Like I don't know what it was with him. I think it was because the way he was just, it was an odd, he played guitar for like 17 years but never played out. Like he never played in a band. He Yeah, he was just like had an odd style to him because of that, I feel like. And we just vibed. He reignited the flame. I owe a lot of that to him because without it, I probably wouldn't be playing music. I would be sitting in an office coding, and that would be my life. But
Mm.
10 years later, man, we're still bumping. We went full time about 4 years ago, and that was about the time we both like really kind of like dug in and quit drinking, and just dude, we were maniacs. Like in the beginning, him and I, we would get paid like we'd do a duo gig, maybe get paid $250 and have a $250 bar tab. So it's like between two people. So we wouldn't have any. We just never got paid. He lived in Baltimore and like West Baltimore. We'd longboard our like shows. We'd drop off our equipment earlier and then longboard there after we had pre-partied, and then set up, drink a shit ton more while we were there, and then somehow convince them to let us pick it up in the morning, longboard back, wake up, go get our gear, do it again. And it was just, I don't know how, if we were even like, how we even played, honestly, dude. We were just constantly wasted. But once we, 2016, I'd say is when we took a big turn, man. We just, I don't know if I ever told you, but my guitar player in 2016 had a pretty big incident around Christmas. His whole story sounds honestly just made up. Like it doesn't. If I told you, you wouldn't believe it until you go look and see like all the news reports and everything that like aligns with it. It's like, oh shit, it did happen.
Wow.
But in 2016, he was robbed and shot in Baltimore on Christmas Eve, like at like 2 in the morning, like walking back from his work. The guy took his wallet, took his phone, shot him with a hollow point blank in the gut, took half his liver, took a quarter of his right lung. He was cut from here to here for 3 days in the hospital. And like it was dude, it was just it all like 3 weeks later, walks out of the hospital. Like had 27 blood like transfusions or whatever, liters of blood, whatever it is that he had to have. Like just dude, everything they said, like everything was against him. Like if there was a
Holy
miracle, a
shit.
definition of a miracle, that was to me a miracle. I was like
Facts.
holy shit, dude. Like
Facts.
seeing the camaraderie, a camaraderie, you know,
I know what you're saying,
the
bro.
yeah,
Camaraderie or some shit.
yeah. I always have trouble with that word.
No, you're
But like
good.
the scene I was in, the music scene that came around, like the people that came in and played music to him, he had a like constant row of people coming in to play music for him from the scene. Like Facebook, everyone we knew, when you scrolled through it, like they changed their photos to the single photo of his like blue hat, and it was just blue hats all the way down. It was just, dude, the whole thing was just a whirlwind of insanity. They put on a concert for him, and he walked out and went to the concert himself after, like it was like a month later, and like he still has the bullet in him, man. Still kicking. Probably the best shape he's ever been in. Hasn't drank since. And honestly, probably best because he would have, like, again, we were alcoholics. Like he would have like died probably from drinking at some point. Um, Prior to that was I mean, my incident wasn't as not as wild as his, but I was in a major car accident in early 2016 that put the engine of the car pretty much under the cab. It was like at 55 miles an hour to the head-on to the collision, and I walked out of it without a scratch. Like somehow I was able to get the, like I remember like just the stillness of being in a full airbag deploy for one, dude. Those things are fast. Holy shit, those things are fast.
Right.
But being able to like lift the thing out, I got out and I hear someone go, "Oh shit, he got out." And I look back at the car, I'm like, "Oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have got out." Like, and it was man, it was just the weirdest year. That year really kind of, when I look back, was the year in playing in this band where it was like, if there's ever a universal like thing telling you to do something, that's the year. Like he survived it, my bandmate survived that incident. He went sober from it. We got shown pretty much the scene, and the people that we've surrounded ourselves with were good people, and that we had done a good job being around people that you want to be around, people that support you when you need support, and also vice versa. It's a true community and like a family feeling to be within it. And like just that year taught me just to finally take the dive, dude. Like just to quit. I quit my software engineering job the next 2017, I think, like early that year. And that around that time is when we just really dug in, just started booking, just started really laying out, the 90% of the stuff you don't see for a band, and a lot of the stuff that people don't consider, the things like after a year of doing, you see a lot of bands just kind of dissolve because a lot of them don't think about it, and they don't want to really, it's like, this is not what I want to do with my life. It's one of those things where if you're going to go for like professional football, like you better fucking love doing it. And it's the same thing with doing music. By a year in, you kind of learn, like, do I really love doing this? Do I love loading in, loading out? That year really kind of cemented everything. It was like, this is what you're going to do on stage. You're just going to do this. One day you'll just die on stage. That's your retirement. Like, that's what you're here to do. And somehow, yeah, I don't, honestly, if I were to do it again, I don't know how the fuck I would do it again. Somehow I've been pushed to being a front man, whereas I'd probably be more of a bass player if I could do it again. And it's just, man, I wouldn't change it. Fucking awesome ride. It's just still going. We have a bass player now that we used to have a female singer that was married to a bass player that we met in Baltimore, and they moved back to Massachusetts. We hook up with them and we tour up north. But now we got a new bass player that has a home studio. We're like we got like 18 tracks that we are working on. Pretty much 4 or 5 of them are done. We're gonna have enough material to pretty much launch some new like music every month for a year and a half plus at this point. And it's after about 10 years of playing out and just starting to make a living too, when you're playing out, like, God, we're up around 20-25 shows a month. So trying to find studio time of doing that year in, year out is really hard, especially when getting good vocals and when you're running your vocals nonstop. And it just really feels like we're finally getting that timing to go in and actually lay down all the years of stuff that we play out. Like, it's just it's finally relieving, man. It's been I kind of feel like I went through a little mini biography. But
Oh,
I
bro,
was rambling for a
I
bit.
really
But
appreciate it because, like, I'm really understanding it. And, like, Troll Tribe, like, so you guys, that name, how long has that been around for?
so I think 2014 is when we came up with the name.
Wow.
And then somehow no one had the URLs. Like, cause thinking of a band name is like one of the
Yeah.
most, dude, that's
Yeah.
probably one of the hardest things of being in a band. You could find a drummer and a bass player and a guitar player, but God fucking the band name. It's somehow we were talking on a front porch thinking of names. I was talking to my buddy about like video games, and the guitar player at the time, he just said something like, "What about Troll Tribe?" And I was like, "Fuck, dude, there's no way that's not taken." And when I went looking, the only thing I could find was World of Warcraft had like a troll tribe in the game. I was like, well, fuck it. Dude, Blizzard, fuck that company. If they sue us, we'll take that one. Let's just go for it. And then we bought every URL that we could think of at that point. We got the Facebook, we got the Twitter, we got Instagram at the time. We got fucking everything we could. We got the Troll Tribe band, music URL, all that stuff. and just kept going from there. And then one day, DreamWorks came out with their Troll World Tour movie, and I was like, "Fuck, man, they're running with our name." But
Ah,
the description for that movie is wild, dude, because we play like ska, reggae, some classic rock stuff, some funky stuff, like
okay,
multi-genre stuff.
okay.
And then when you read the description of the Troll World Tour movie, it's like 6 different troll tribes that live in different lands that play different styles of music. And I was like, holy fuck, dude, they're describing us. Like
Bro,
we own the trademark. They can't use Troll Tribe like that. Like, but I can't afford to go after DreamWorks.
true.
Like,
But you guys are like the Wu-Tang clan with the tribe, the troll tribe, like because you guys create like different like feels, different styles, like different.
so we do a sweet little cover of Carl Douglas's Kung Fu Fighting, right? We like, and we haven't gone through the recording of it all that yet, but we are setting up to get some merch ready where we get little black belts, because I like to joke that like we wait to like the latest point in the set to pull that song out at times, because we want the people who are drinking, hanging out, that really make it to the night with us. It's like those are the people that are going to earn the black belt in our tribe. So it's like I want to have actual black belts, like a box of them. That not like fuck, I'll home make them. Like I'm not trying to like go and order a bunch of like material, spend like $1,000 on something I'm giving away. But I want to get some, like a box of those so just people can grab a black belt while we're playing that song. You know, just get a little interesting piece of merch out there for something we do.
Yeah, dude, that would be sick, dude. Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's a God, man, it's crazy. It's honestly, it feels like it's a forever vacation, because I still at times don't remember the day it is. It took like I'm still sitting here. It's Saturday, I believe, right? It is Saturday.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's Sunday.
Well,
Like,
technically, bro, like
oh,
uh,
today is Sunday now
al-
for me.
almost Sunday for you because 12:38, right?
Yeah,
So
dude, we got
12.
to play at 1 tomorrow. I'm hoping that it rains. We've been on the sprint for. We've been in Ocean City, Rehoboth Beach. So we've just been at the beach pretty much for 2 weekends. Just I've been driving like 90 miles at times between everything. I'm just every day we just had this sprint of shows. So it only feels like 14 gigs running. And tomorrow I think is our last one before like a little like a day or two break. And it's supposed to rain. I kind of want the money, but there's a side of me that's like, I don't mind if it rains. I kind of feel like I could just use a day of just not doing anything, hanging around with the kid, not going and singing. And plus, it's a 4 hour show. Honestly, like if you're gonna get into playing music, man, we got to kill 4 hour shows. There's, like I don't think they should exist. I don't believe that they should at all, unless they're paying for it. Like if you pay enough, fuck,
Yeah.
dude, I'll pay. I'll play for 6. I'll play for the whole fucking day if you pay us enough. But
Right.
like, it's just one of those. It's just a grueling. There's something about that extra, and what if, it's only like 10 to 20 minutes extra per set when you do another like a 4 hour show.
Right.
But it's still grueling. There's something about that 4 hour gig. Maybe it's a mental thing, but they just when you're gigging out, man, it's 3 hour gigs are just fucking easy, loving work. It's so much more enjoyable. You're not worrying about like, hope my vocals survive this last set.
Right.
But that's kind of why I've been like this next year we are pushing to do more venue shows again. We kind of took like we used to. I think our last big venue show we did was at Baltimore Soundstage, and we opened for the weirdest. Dude, it was so fucking cool. I got to meet Coolio like back in
Nice.
the day. Like
Fuck,
him and his son were on tour, and like
fuck
they
yeah.
came through Baltimore, and us and Educated Fools got to open for Coolio.
Wow.
And the dude still had 2 cornrows, man, coming out of his hat, just 2 of them.
Nice.
Like,
Nice.
and I just so it's such a cool person. Like he still did the Nickelodeon, like the Keenan and Kel theme. He even did live, which was like hilarious to me. I just he invited us back in the green room. We got to hang out. He gave us like wasn't really good. Like it was just Patron and Ciroc, but dude doesn't smoke, so he was like basically like if you're gonna smoke, get in that room. Like he only drank, and it was a fun time, man. I still have there's a video somewhere of my drummer peeing in his green room, in his bathroom, and I was like, he was up on stage, and I'm going into his green room like, you gotta get the fuck out of here, like, and he's just sitting there leaning around, like he's like peeking around from his bathroom, like trying to sip on. It's like, oh, I was caught, and then while I was doing that, there was like some trail mix in a basket. I'm just like pocketing some trail mix from Coolio's room. It's just dude, I love that. That was the only venue we played at where they came up was like, "Do you want us to like print off and laminate your set list for you?" I was like, "Fuck yes, yes, I would love." What the fuck? I've never been in a place I would just like print off like, "Here, take this," and then laminate it. Like, dude,
Yeah.
I was like a little blown away. But I guess when you're dealing with someone that's like a Coolio character coming around, like they probably step up their game. Like, because I've never been offered that. Like, holy shit.
What
That was
year?
the only time.
What year was that when you
That
did that?
was I believe 2018. I still have the whole like set like somewhere on one of our hard drives. I remember saving it. We never did anything with the video of it. But I gotta find it sometime, dude. It was a blast. I have to look back. I'm pretty sure it was 2018. Because it was definitely after my guitar player's incident.
Oh, that's crazy.
And it was shit. Yeah, man. It feels like it wasn't that long ago. But I guess that's almost like half a decade.
You said 2018?
Just about. It was 17 or 18. It was within that year. That was around the same year. Because within the same time span, we met this other band that was, dude, they changed the way we play our duo sets. Because, like, depending on the budget of a place, if they can't afford a full band, we'll just do like duos. Because why not make the money if you can't book a Tuesday with a full band, might as well get a duo and get like $400, get something. And it's like we met these two guys in DC that we opened for called Little Stranger, and I remember looking them up and I was like, holy shit, dude, this band is phenomenal. Like they have to have like 7 people in this band. Like, holy shit. And then I looked up videos. It was just two dudes, one guy on an acoustic with a loop pedal and a beat machine, and then a rapper, and that was it. And I was fucking confused, a bit blown away. And then when I saw them live, I was completely floored, dude. They were next level. They kind of made you just go like, I gotta fucking get better. Like I gotta like go home, man. Like this is a great show, but I gotta go sit down and practice. And I went out and bought a beat machine that night, and like I already had the loop pedal, and then we just kind of started working like that idea of building a full band sound with just a duo. And just dude, phenomenal musicians, man. Also sweet dudes. If you ever get a chance to see them, I highly recommend going to check out Little Stranger. I'm pretty sure they come through Cali from time to time. And God, man, they're actually just here in Ocean City. I just had to miss it because it was my girl's birthday, so I had to get back from a show. I was like, oh, I gotta go do cake. And he was like, well, I'm going down the street to see them. And I was like, fuck, man, well, I can't. Like, I can't have that argument. It's like,
Yeah.
missed the cake on birthday day.
Oh yeah, I get that, bro. I was gonna ask you, because troll, like, it means to me, you said multitude of genres and everything. Like, so you just sing on different genres, huh?
Yeah, it's I think I like to think we're like a mixture of Anthony Kiedis with like Bradley Noel like shit. Because when I was in high school, I spent in my creative writing classes, and when I was studying poetry and stuff like that, I spent a lot of time analyzing Anthony Kiedis's lyrics and then trying to rewrite like poems in like his like stanzas and ways of writing.
Mm.
And then in college is when I pretty much found, God, I think it was like maybe 18 is kind of, I had a really sheltered early lifehood, man, like up till 18. And that's when I went fucking nuts. And I think that's probably why. But it was 18's like when I found Sublime and reggae type of stuff. And then kind of going into college is when I finally got into weed. I got high, I drank more. And then it was just turned into that party like style of music. If it had any type of groove or anything that could make you dance, hip hop, fucking any type of dude, I used to sit around and just rap Biggie while cleaning the apartment in college. You'd just take an Adderall, just put on Biggie and just be like, "Who the fuck is this? Paging me at 540 while you're vacuuming." It's like,
Yeah.
so dumb. But yeah, man. I honestly, I think it's just a mixture of all that. When I was young, my parents kind of made me believe that there was only one style of music, which was 90s country, like Alan Jackson, George Strait, Garth Brooks. That dude, there's a photo of me. Like, that's another story, but I'll get back to that. Fucking Garth Brooks, George Strait, all that stuff. I still love Alan Jackson. Fucking awesome dude, still in my mind. But man, when I found hip hop and just I was like, holy shit! This I think Eminem was honestly the first rap that I've heard besides like country. It's like, holy shit! There's other genres, there's other stuff, and then it was just a wild ride of trying to get anything that wasn't country. Like I had a Limp Bizkit CD I'd somehow found from an old babysitter, and I just hung on to that for years. Found a Steppenwolf CD that's came out of nowhere that I hung on for years. An Offspring CD, just a dude. I had Shania Twain's Up. Now that was the golden grail of my old collection was Shania Twain's Up.
Wow.
Dude, she is the queen. I still will argue. Fucking, but out of all that, man, the first concert that I got to see live, out of all the music I was taking in, was NSYNC. So like, it was such a weird. Like I remember like my parents got tickets and they had an extra, but they weren't gonna bring me because they just like you're not gonna be interested. And to be fair, I like the Backstreet Boys, so I was like, yeah, fuck NSYNC when I was like a kid, but I didn't say fuck. But they got a limo for my sister, and I was like, ooh, I've never been. Let me go in the limo, please. And then before you know it, they took me, and I was just sitting there. I remember one time I was like, woo, and then like these two girls in front of me, like just kind of did this,
Wow.
like looking back, like what, what do you, what the fuck was that? And I just remember sitting down, just kind of like, I watched the rest of the concert like that. And then it was Brooks and Dunn. So, dude, when it comes to just, I guess, like multicultural, like multi style of genres,
That's awesome.
I have no idea, dude. It was so many different, it was like a mixture of Sunday in the Country type of bullshit, Phil Vassar type of Rodney Carrington weird shit. And then you would be mix that with like Warped Tour madness.
Yeah, it's bad.
So, dude, Warped Tours were a blast. Holy shit. I do miss those.
Yo, I want to say what up to the right nut right here, Luke.
What up, brother?
How you doing,
Yo,
brother?
Yo, what up, Gflooff? How you doing, bro?
doing good, man. Just about to roll the third one.
Yeah, I'm about to pack another one as always. You know, when I heard that from you, yo, that's beautiful where you're at, Luke.
Oh, hell yeah, brother. We're about to roast some marshmallows, so I just wanted to pop in and say hi.
Oh, bro, appreciate you even coming in, man. I told everybody you're out with your lady over the weekend, so you guys enjoying yourselves out there?
Oh, hell yeah, brother. It's sick. There's no one else around. It's just we're playing music and chilling. It's a little
Wow,
plunge pool, so yeah.
wow,
Yeah,
Dude, that
brother.
sounds like heaven, man.
that
It
sounds
is.
That's
really
like music.
Oh, yeah. I got a lot of photos. We went to Joshua Tree National Park today, so did some
nice.
hiking in 100-degree plus weather.
Woo.
Yep.
I don't know about that part. Everything else sounds fun.
Oh, yeah. No, sick out
Something
there
about
for sure.
sweaty camping, though. Sweaty camping's a hard thing to get through. I love
Yeah.
where I gotta like build a fire and bundle up and get out that mummy like sleeping bag that keeps you like sweating in 30-degree weather.
Oh
It's
yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Like they're cold camping.
Cool how that fire is, bro. It looks like it's like nice and like calm out there.
I look like I'm in like Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, dude, but I was just I don't know, it just looks like here, let me try to get a close up on the when I zoom in on the
Dude,
camera.
the place the trailer we stayed at this week, one of this this past weekend was at a trailer park, and the whole time driving through, we were just playing the Trailer Park Boy theme on our phones. Oh, dude, they had such a cool playground there, though. It was amazing, man. They had this. It was like a 30-yard inflatable, like probably 8 feet, 10 feet high, like just like a balloon, man. Like you could just walk on it and just. We saw some girl like doing backflips on it, like she was in gymnastics. It was just, dude, I was so blown away. Fuck trampolines, man. I want one of those inflatable, bouncy things in my backyard one day. That's dude. That's when you know you made it. Not a trampoline, but an inflatable trampoline.
Yeah, that would be sick,
Oh,
dude.
there it is.
Yeah, I would want a trampoline for sure.
Yeah.
You know what
Hey,
I would want? You know what they have? There's this house down the road from us. It has a big projector screen out front. It's like a movie screen, and then they have a little like projectionist inside a like a wooden box, so like people can go out there and watch movies at the time.
You know, it would be awesome. Like I remember having when I had a CRV, they had a setup where you could buy a tent that was attached to the back of the like you would open up the trailer and you could just like have access to your car inside your tent.
All right.
But then like you could also just get one of those like one of those power converter blocks or whatever you plug into your car and it runs like you can run a laptop off that shit and all that. Just bring a little
Oh yeah.
projector and you could just set up a screen on your car, man. That like I never thought about doing that, but I have thought about getting the little power block because I want to like set up our PA system in the woods one day. Kind of like you don't have to have a outlet. You can just kind of bring that little block, the kind of like a car battery that you can attach it to. But I haven't gotten the fucking around with car batteries yet. That's that's another level of my old like. I feel like I come from like they used to call Pasadena and Maryland. It's not as I hear Pasadena in California is fancy. I hear it's nice, it's a pretty place. Pasadena and Maryland, they call the Dirty Dina, and it's like you got like 20% rich horse farm owners, and then the rest of the 80% people are just like sleeve cut off, like flannel, like mullets, like I fucking played football in high school 10 years ago. Like that's like most of Pasadena, and then they ride dirt bikes and then play paintball in the woods. So it's like it's a weird rednecky place. But I haven't gotten to the point of fucking with car batteries. I don't think that's maybe one day when I buy a trailer and I feel like I can be in a trailer park. It's like now this is where I do it and start pulling out car batteries.
I see. Yeah, dude, that's sick that like, I really like kind of how you took me through that journey, like of where you guys are at right now. Like you guys have been really grinding and you guys are obviously like, doing shows and doing your thing and it's fucking lit, man. I'm really excited to see what you guys continue to do. Like, do you guys like so at this point, like how many albums have you come out with at this point?
Technically, we've had two. A
Okay.
self-done one, but that one's more hard to find because like we've kind of taken it down. Um, the second one that we have up now, up on Spotify, which is like if you look, you'd be like, oh, that's the only one we've done. But again, we took the other one down. That one is it's not what we like to represent us. It was we recorded the stuff that's out there is good. Don't get me wrong, I still like it, but the quality and the pain in the ass of those recordings, I think, is what really kind of just gets me a bit. Um, Still fucking play the songs and love them, but we recorded those back in like 2018 in the studio from these random people that we thought we were sold on as they knew what they were doing. They had good experience. the sound engineer had worked on plenty of stuff. Come to find out, he had only really worked on commercials, and that was back in the 80s. So it's been a while for him. So, and I knew from the beginning when we were in the studio and the way he was setting us up to record. Like, usually I was like, I'll sit there, like, let me play along with the drummer. Let's get the scratch of all the drums, and then we'll play. If we play live, at least separate us all so we can only get the drums and then go back and later each thing after. That's not how he wanted to do it. It was like an old school, like, tape recording idea. He just kind of like put me in a different room, mic'd me, and then put everyone else in the same room. And then it was just like, then he had like, we did so many takes and then never got a good mix. Every time we would like send like stuff back, say, hey, what happened to these vocals? What happened to the saxophone? What happened to this? And then we'd get it back, but then something else would be wrong. It would be like, we fixed that the last mix. Why is it gone now on this mix? Like, keep that in there, but fix the ones it just went on for so long that we eventually asked for the stem files. We got all of that, and then that's where it really got just such a fucking mess, dude. It was, if we did like, let's say 20 takes of the drums, he had 20 kicks, 20 toms, 20, and then like I would have to go and mute and unmute each single one. Like, so I'd have to find which ones lined up to what take. And like, it was just a complete mess. It was like he saved everything, like even the takes that we didn't need. And eventually we found a guy who just said, yeah, for like, I think it was $500-600 we threw him. He's like, I'll go through it and see what I can do for y'all. And dude, he dug through it, and that's what he came back with. And after all, like, the years of just like sitting on it and just battling it, and he's like, fuck it, like, just put it out. Like, and I kind of think that's why it was called Set Free, is because, like, just set it free, just get it out of my mind. And the stuff we're working on now is definitely a lot more. It feels like it feels right to me, because honestly, I've never listened back to vocals when I record stuff. I've never listened back and been happy with my vocals. I mean, with anyone listening to their own stuff, it's very hard to like just be like, yeah, I love it. You're always chasing a sound, but finally, I feel I've just come into a tone. Like, I'm not singing like a young kid anymore. At least that's not what I feel like I'm doing. At least when look, I've been through some of the trauma. I've been through the addiction. I've taken, I'm not saying you should, but I've been through the fucking addiction cycle of like, oh, someone hands you a pill at a party or at a show, you didn't question it, you just popped it, went on stage. You just kind of live this weird party style life because you thought it was romanticized. But then I lost track, man. Now I was thinking of all the fun. But now I'm not. I was talking about my vocals. That's right. But now I just feel like I can actually sing it with a grit. There's a reason why I'm doing it, and especially after now, like, life is settled. The most addiction I have now is caffeine and nicotine, and THC from time to time. So it's listening now to there's a reason I feel like just having a kid again, and just all the grit that you go through I like my vocals now. Like, it's weird to listen to my recordings and be like, dude, I like that take, or I like the way I did that, or I was able to do that. And honestly, I still, like, I'll see how long I can go, but my drummer tells me it's nuts how I do smoke a lot. I also smoke a lot, and after 5 nights of singing, and then to have 1 night off or 2 nights off, and then to go sing another 5 nights in a row, like, a lot of people like have vocal issues and shit. But if you have a kid, I advocate for putting them, make them. They want to sing, have them do some choir, man. That's how I ended up doing. I did choir in 5th grade, and then never stopped doing choir all the way through high school, and then never stopped singing after that. I think I probably sing every day since then. So it's been like, how old are you in 5th grade? Probably 2 decades plus of just singing every day. It's kind of like, hell yeah, and don't do coke. Don't fuck up your sinuses, man. Like, that's a big thing too.
Yep.
I mean, God, that's why Rod Stewart, he said that he used to like if he didn't want to damage the vocals, so he would just take capsules of fill it up with coke and put it right up the bum.
Mm.
And yeah, dude, that Rod Stewart got his kick but saved his vocals. He just gotta sacrifice another sides.
You know, I could see now. He'd just do little key bumps. He'd be like, "Okay, yeah."
Just like squat down, pop. If you think I'm sexy.
Oh man. Well, look, bro, it was about that time. I think, Luke, I was thinking it's about that time. We do the break the bank. We got some people up in here. Do some giveaways. Speaking of that, I actually took an edible, Luke. I took a
Oh
200
fuck yeah!
gram.
Oh yeah, bro.
So I'm
Did you
pretty
just take it while we were in this, or did you take it
no
right before?
earlier.
I'm
I
on
was say,
medical
dude, that was some
too.
sleight of hand, dude.
I was
I'm on
eating
that.
pizza and fucking smoking bong rips. What's up, Luke?
No, I was saying I'm on some edibles
Oh.
too.
Yeah, what'd you say, brother Gflooff? I'm sorry.
Dude,
What?
I recently found a love for RSO edibles. Some
Oh,
RSO gummies.
Oh
Dude,
yeah.
those things have, if writing wise, holy shit, those are so fun to write on.
Nice. So guys, look, Luke, right? We know the drill. Tell them, guys, get your names up, get your gear up.
you guys know it.
This is where we get a nice Amazon gift or a shirt. Come on,
Who's
come
in the
on, come
house?
on.
Who's in the
Who's in the
house?
house? We got Nate Dogs in the house. I know Lady, right? We got 4 people in the house. So
Nice. The 4 fans.
what's good? What's good, fans?
Good odds.
Yeah, some serious odds right there. Like choose one winner out of that.
Hashtag troll tribe.
Yeah, hashtag Troll Tribe, guys. Yo.
I'll be dropping stuff fairly soon.
Nice.
All right. Heard
Probably
'em.
within if it takes longer than 2 months, I'm gonna slap someone in my band. So,
All right, you heard him, guys. Stuff's coming out. Yeah. All right, we got one more.
You got Mel and Nate in the house. Nice.
Yep. Hell yeah. And then we have one more 4. I don't know who it is.
Well, I think that's I think that might be my girl.
Oh, should we put her on?
You want to be on the wheel? No. Nope. Just go with those 3.
Okay, sir. Sounds good. All right, guys. So look, we got on the wheel here. Here we go. This is the 3 right here. The three wheel of death here. Let's go ahead and spin this out. Woo!
All right. Who's it gonna be? Nate.
Hey!
Damn. Nate just won a screen projector. I guess he needs another Amazon gift.
Sheesh.
Hell yeah.
Nate got it. Nate got the win tonight. Bad luck to you, Nate, dog.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. We got your
check
back.
those screens.
Thank you guys for inviting me in.
Dude, yeah, thank you for coming in, bro. I know you were busy this weekend, but I'm glad you were able to make it, for Gflooff here and
Of course, brother.
around the
Always.
Yeah.
Always and forever. I love
Oh yeah.
Gflooff. Good to meet you, bro.
Yeah.
Hey man, enjoy your time.
Honestly.
Yeah, bro.
And Gflooff,
We'll have you on again. Next time I'll be there.
Yeah, bro. And where can they hear your music, bro?
You can check out if you search. I don't know the Spotify link, so if you just search Troll Tribe Spotify, that's our stuff from that crazy year of recording stuff. If you want to check that out, check Spotify. Otherwise,
Yeah.
go to YouTube/Troll Tribe Band. You can go to our Instagram, Troll Tribe Music. You can go to our Facebook if you're still using Facebook. I'm only there because the venues force me to be on there. And then I don't know. You can check our Twitter. We need to bump my Twitter numbers, man. I got the Twitter handle in 2014, and it was like fuck Twitter. I'm never using it. And then here I am, always on Twitter because they took Reddit away from me. So you can even find us on Reddit, but you're not going to find a lot of music. You could probably find a live stream on Reddit, but yeah, you can find a lot of our stuff out there.
Woo!
And that's some of our live stuff from a Baltimore place called Waterfront. That was a first time our bass player brought out like a recording setup, and he set up cameras and shit. Dude, that he had to get there like 3 hours early and like map out like cameras, and then like fuck, dude. That's why live stream stuff, man, it's hard when you do multiple cameras.
Nice.
This song's about water bubbles. Sorry, hitting dirty water. Clean, but you gotta try harder. Skip it down, bit so pass around, pop up the lung, tighten up the grip on the lighter. Just a little easy there, young starter. Try to look a little farther up the road, but this is only one way to go. Let up a little easy and we take it slow. Water bubbles, smoke rises. First time it hits your lungs, surprises. Wakes your senses, fancy wakes me ready to take this irie journey. Water bubbles, smoke rises. First time it hits your lungs, surprises. Wakes your senses, fancy wakes me ready to take this irie journey. I knew it, thought we might overdo it. Saw the cuckoo's nest and me overflew it. Laid it on the couch, became a straight jacket. Looking for my mind and I just can't track it. By the time he's riding on a turtle and I got no place to be. Check the couch for the lighter, spark it again. Pass it to me, well, water bubbles, smoke rises. First time it hits your lungs, surprises. Wakes your senses, fancy wakes me ready to take this irie journey. Water bubbles, smoke rises. First time it hits your lungs, surprises. Wakes your senses, fancy wakes me ready to take this irie journey.
Yeah. I actually have not listened to that in a long time. I feel like that wasn't a bad take of that song.
Bro,
That
that
was
was fucking sick, dude. Bro,
Appreciate it, man. That's one of the fairly new ones of ours, Water Bubbles.
yeah, I love.
It's actually about bongs.
Bro, that was sick, dude. I was hitting the bong at the same time, bro. It was so sick, dude.
Dude, our drummer got a new like one of those rolling pads or the rolling pads that you can add sound effects to. So while we do that now, he adds like the sounds of water bubbles in the background and waves and stuff. Hell, dude, it's so nice when like we do there's a line in Stepping Out from fucking what's her name? Steel Pulse.
Steel Pulse, I was gonna
And,
say, stepping out, yeah.
Yeah. And there's a line in there about thunder, lightning, cyclone, and all
Yep.
that. And when I say that, he hits like the like a thunder, like there's thunder, like just to add that little effect of thunder, dude. Even just doing Sublime tunes where you could do that reverse cymbal effect and stuff like it's so cool. It's like there's some God. Today we were playing Kung Fu Fighting, and he literally played the Tim Allen like that noise from like Home Improvement, like in the middle of Kung Fu. Dude, I nearly busted out laughing. I had to like turn around and look at him and just like, it was too funny. And honestly, I kind of wanted to keep doing it.
That's hilarious.
It's
That's fucking lit, bro. Dude, no, dude, we definitely, thank you again, bro, for honestly coming on here tonight, bro. And I know you played earlier, right? You guys had a show earlier. How was that?
Dude, it was a blast, man. There's a little biker bar in this place. small ass town where there's like nowhere else to go but 2 bars. There's one place up the street and our place. So
Wow.
it was like I've never been at a place like it. It was kind of like a miniature beach with a marina,
Right.
but then there was sand, and then it was like an outside mall, like made of like a boardwalk style thing, and we were like on that, and you could get drinks along the way. It was like a biker bar, but mixed with a marina. Dude, it was really cool place, man. I had a blast.
That's
So
yeah, bro. We'll just,
yeah, man.
that's sick, dude. What are you gonna say?
Now we gotta pray that it rains. Honestly, tomorrow. I mean, God, if I have to, I'll play tomorrow. It's tomorrow's 1 to 5. It's just kind of a 1 to 4.
Gotcha.
So, God, actually, that's not bad. That's a 3-hour gig.
Yeah.
If it's 1 to 5, fuck, man. But if it's 1 to 4, I think I could survive. My vocals are just tired, but who am I to blame? I'm sitting here just chiefing cigarettes and split. I'm just, one day I'll be 80 years old, just sounding like Bob Dylan. Like, just all grunting and old. Like,
That's still a vibe, bro. Like, I'm not kidding you. Like, yeah, it's just like, it's just, you have a vibe, bro. Like, seriously, like the fact that you're, like, you're very like versatile, you know what I mean?
it's like ADHD music, you know.
Like the fact that like you were like, honestly, like you sounded like Brad to me. Like it was just like in my head, I'm just like, yeah.
See, and that's like like the grunting and the ability. Like, it's weird because when I listen back to Sublime now too, because there are times when you learn covers. For me, when I learn a cover, I'll take time off and not listen to it and just kind of mold my own style to the cover, because otherwise you're just kind of copying it.
But yeah,
and
these though, yeah.
I definitely grunt more, but in my mind, I remember him grunting more and being crazy. I think it's because from the live videos I've seen of him, he was just nuts.
Yeah,
like, dude,
you get crazy.
insane on the mic. Like, and dude, if it wasn't for just years of singing, honestly, it probably would be damaging my vocals a lot more. But I've been learning better how to, like, I'm definitely gonna go back to another vocal coach, go through some class again with someone just to hone in on keeping that. I mean, you got to sing from. It's mainly all down here, and the grunting is like, it helps when you smoke and you have to clear your throat, so the grunt kind of is like natural. But man, I don't. The last thing I want to do is just lose what I'd like to do. So just need to make sure I keep doing that properly and hydrate. Like, fuck, it's a good thing I don't drink anymore, because, dude, beer and smoking at the same time will fuck up your vocals more than you think.
Oh, I'm sure, dude. Yeah, and then
But if you're a punk singer, hey, fuck, go for it, man. It'll just make you more, tighter at your lyrics, I guess.
right, tighten you up better. No, bro, no, definitely appreciate you again, dude, for coming on, dude. You're just fucking upcoming legend with what you guys are doing, and I would like to definitely have you guys on for a future show, because you guys are always more than welcome to come on, honestly, and vibe out.
We'll have to set up where we get, like, we'll do an old live stream set up and do like a live show, man.
That'd be crazy,
That'd be
dude.
sick.
We just like go over to you guys, dude. We just meet up with you guys and vibe with you guys, just do a live segment, hanging out, and blazing out.
Oh yeah, we do. If you're ever on the East Coast, man, we're always up and down the East Coast.
Yeah.
So, I'll tell you, whenever we make it out to the West, it might be a couple of years, honestly.
No worries. We're all working at it, bro, and doing our things. But dude, definitely we want to have you on again, bro. It's a real pleasure, honestly. And like, guys, go check out the YouTube channel. It's very simple, like, to get on there, guys. Like, honestly, like, once again, I can even show you. It's very easy. Like, we're right here.
Follow us on
Right there.
Oh shit! I forgot that pumpkin video existed.
Troll. But you see, like, right here, Troll Tribe, boom, right here, very easy.
Oh yeah, dude, we got into a weird kick too. Like, dude, we need to do another Christmas song this year, because we did the Grinch one year. We did Father Christmas, which is the best fucking Christmas song ever, in my opinion. The Kinks.
Oh wow,
You ever hear that song, the Father Christmas? Give us your money.
I like.
It's all about robbing and beating up a Santa Claus.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Who sings that one?
I'm pretty sure it's the Kinks.
The King.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's called Father Christmas. It's my favorite Christmas song.
I'll have to check that out for sure, bro. But yeah, man, dude, definitely, dude. We'll definitely tap in you, bro, and we're gonna obviously close out to the outro, guys. But guys, once again, give it up for Gflooff, man. Go follow him, check him out, man. Obviously, he's got all the stuff on different social media platforms. So once again, guys, we're gonna cruise out with our outro. But Gflooff, man, always a pleasure, bro. Appreciate you, bro, for coming.
What's up, brother?
Dude, thanks for having me.
Time out, man. So let's go ahead.